Hello and thank you so much for watching. My name is David Delma and today we're talking about Ed Marlo. Ed Marlo. Now, Johah Berg asked me, can you do a presentation on Marlo? You know, Marlo is one of those guys that you have, if you're doing a magic vlog and you do a lot of history in the magic vlog, you really need to do a vlog on Ed Marlo. The problem for me is that I am not in no way, shape, or form, I am not a Cardician. And by the way, Ed Marlo coined the phrase Cardician. And what he means by Cardician is someone who specializes in card magic, someone who is an expert at the cards. You know, it's long been an ambition and dream of mine to be able to entertain in a parlor situation with a deck of cards, an ungaffed, regular deck of cards, to be able to do an hour-long show. Ricky J has accomplished such a thing. I have not. I'm not there yet, but I'm working on it. I'm working on that because I think you should be able to walk into a parlor, borrow a deck of cards, and entertain. You should be able to do that if you're a magician. That's just the way it is. And Ed Marlo is one of those guys that can do that kind of thing. He was born in Chicago, October 10th, 1913, passed away November 7th, 1991. He's one of the greatest card magicians of all time. Now, I know you're probably thinking Di Vernon, you're thinking a lot of other people, but Ed Marlo is the boss. And he is the one who coined the phrase the Cardician. In fact, that is the title of one of his books. He has influenced, or he has mentored, Bill Malone, Allan Ackerman, Simon Aronson, John Racherbaumer, and David Blaine. So there you go. I mean, you know those guys, right? He was a machinist. He was not a full-time performer, as far as I know. Now, if I'm incorrect, please correct me, but as far as I know, he was not a full-time. Another person that was not a full-time magician is Di Vernon. He wasn't either until he started working at the Magic Castle, and then that was his full-time profession. But these guys did other things, and they did magic on the side. He was a machinist, and he was able to do, according to what I read, he was able to do 8 hours of work in an hour or two during the day, and then left the rest of his day to tinker with the cards, which is what he did. His favorite card was the 7 of Diamonds. Harry Lorraine stated in an interview, now, you know, I'm going to get into some dicey area here. I felt like it needed to be part of this presentation. I don't particularly like it. And I had my own feelings about this kind of thing, but I want to share it with you anyway, just to open up the conversation. Harry Lorraine stated in an interview with the Magic Newswire on July 29th, 2008, that he determined Marlo's code of ethic was that if Marlo figured out a routine on his own, he felt it was fine to publish it. If someone else told him how it was done, he did not publish it. You know, so Marlo was sometimes accused of publishing material that belonged to other people. Now, when you write as many books about card magic specifically that Marlo wrote, I mean, you could probably accuse Nick Trost of the same thing, because he has written volumes after volume after volume of card magic. I think what you want to try to do is you want to try to credit people. You don't want to, if you've developed a method or a routine, even if the plot belongs to someone else, you don't want to not publish that. But you want to say, well, you know, the plots, this person did this something similar, but I don't think it's the same methodology, or it's not the same routine. And so you probably want to go in that direction. But at any rate, he contributed over 2,000 tricks. 2,000 tricks to the field of card magic. Now, if you are that prolific, you're probably going to step on some toes. You know what I mean? Now, he published or contributed to hundreds of books or magazines. He has written over 60 books of his own on card magic. I mean, think about that. That is enormous. Now, just to give you some flavor here, it looks like his first publication was Pasteboard Presto in 1938. The Cardician was published in 1953. He also contributed to M.I.N.T Volume 1 and M.I.N.T Volume 2, 1988, 1995. And Ed Marlo's Revolutionary Card Technique was published in 2003. He also published 15 marketed tricks, including the Perfect Stop Trick, 1945, Marlo's Phantom Deck, 1959, and the Dealer's Delight, 1976. So, Johah Berg, I hope this met your need. Thank you so much for asking for it. Please comment down below. You know, this really was a very rapid, quick overview. Some of you guys that specialize in card magic, you probably have strong feelings about Ed Marlo, and I'd love to see them below. So please comment. Please subscribe if you've not done so already. Have a great day.